This is something different from a JRPG. So, yeah. I decided, why not play Halo 1 as a thing? Because I really love the Bungie made Halos, and, well, why not stream myself going through all of them, however long that takes. Not probably going to be doing it all in a row, but still. I did play some Halo, like, 1, just as you know, kind of a test stuff. It's my main game for doing audio tests lately, just because guns are loud. But yeah, just gonna quickly go back into my other settings just to make sure that everything is running okay still, because I do have this game running in full screen. And I have sacrificed my other monitor to be purely for my console games. But anyways, let's get this show on the road. As implied by the title and as mentioned in the announcements, just gonna be playing this on Heroic. I could, if I wanted to, play it on Legendary. I've played a lot of Halo generally. It's been a while, admittedly, so... But it was on on controller, and I'm now on mouse and keyboard, so, like... From what I, generally when I was testing it, I was playing it on Legendary, but I'm gonna be playing it on Heroic. Just because... Well... I want to, you know, I want some difficulty and some challenge, but I also do want it to not go forever of me constantly dying and then just figuring out how to handle things, because that's how I tackle hard games. I just keep ramming my face into the wall until the wall goes down.
Cortana, all I need to know is, did we lose them?
I think we both know the answer to that.
We made a blind jump. How did they...
Get here first? The Covenant ships have always been faster. As for tracking us all the way from Reach, at light speed my maneuvering options were limited.
We were running dark, yes?
Don't really care for that facial animation there.
The hole we tore in subspace.
Oh, I can't switch just yet.
They were waiting for us on the far side of the planet.
So, where do we stand?
Our fighters are mopping up the last of their recon picket now, nothing serious. But I've isolated approach signatures for multiple CCS-class battle groups. Make it 3 capital ships per group. And in about 90 seconds, they'll be all over us.
Well, that's it then. Bring the ship back up to Combat Alert Alpha. I want everyone at their stations.
Everyone, sir?
Everyone. And Cortana.
Hmm?
Let's give our old friends a warm welcome.
I've already begun.
Attention, all combat personnel. Please report to your action station. This platoon, secure airlocks on deck 11. 14th platoon rendezvous with 22nd Tactical at Bulkhead Charlie 14.
You heard the lady. Move like you got a purpose.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
Man, here's where we show those split-chin, squid-head sons of bitches that they could not have picked a worse enemy than the human race. We are going to blow the hell out of those dumb bugs until we don't have anything left to shoot them with. And then to strangle them with their own living guts. Am I right, Marines?
Sir, yes, sir!
Damn right I am. Now move it out. Double time.
Attention all personnel. We are re-engaging the enemy. External and internal contact imminent.
All you greenhorns who wanted to see Covenant up close, this is gonna be your lucky day.
Sir? Right. Let's thaw him out. Okay. Bringing low-level systems online. Cracking the case in 30 seconds. He's hot! Blowing the pins in 5!
Ooh.
We've got to get the hell out of here.
So there we go. You know, watching that, I don't think I've actually ever sat through the intro to this game in the entire way through. I think I've always skipped it, and then with the intent of going back and, like, watching it later in a proper playthrough, just doing okay, let's just see how this controls kind of thing, or let's see how well this runs right now, or just testing it, and then I just get into it and just keep playing. Yeah, man, everything looks very Xbox 360 HD, and I have to admit, it's very nice. They did a very good job with it. But I want the original. Like, man. Okay, so this is my eternal struggle when playing this game in any modern version is, do I play it in the modern graphics where everything is really well done? Just the detail they've added is super nice. Seriously. I'm explaining a thing here. The detail they've added is really nice. Like, look at this. The art design is really cool too. They very much made it an HD Xbox 360 game in graphics, but really like the original look. They also did change the sound design for this, but yeah, I just like the original look a lot more personally. I have more nostalgia for it.
I'm a cowardly fool!
Like I said, the sound design is full on different too, so like when playing like that I'm a cowardly fool line, that's only in the classic look.
We got company! Sir, the captain needs you on the bridge ASAP. Better follow me.
Admittedly, it's super cool that you can toggle so freely between the two.
Help me!
Yeah. I admittedly don't like how the faces look though in the HD version. I think while they're noticeably lower detail, that they look kind of a little better in the original look, just because they're more chunky and simplistic. Also, so here's the thing. Only available when you're playing on the modern graphics can you find terminals. This wasn't in the original release, but they added it for the HD release eventually. Oh.
Warning! By order of Ecumen Council, proximity to Installation 04 is forbidden. Your continued presence will result in most unpleasant countermeasures. I must insist that you immediately change course and return to a minimum safe distance of 1 light year. This has served as your one and final warning. I have activated defensive systems, and you now have 30 seconds to return to the minimum safe distance of... Wait. Curious. Curious indeed, after all these years. Greetings, humans, and welcome to Installation 04. Ignore prior warnings and please continue. I have disabled defensive systems to allow your approach, but you must not exit your ship once you have arrived at the designated landing center. This ring contains significant dangers, and even with your assumed legacy, I must verify the presence and pitch of your gauge before allowing full access. We have much to discuss, humans. I have been away far too long. You have been away far too long.
Paused for that, but so if I'm so yeah, this is basically, it's stuff that only makes sense if you've already played through Halo 1, because you know this came out after Halo 3, and this I think this came out between ODST and Reach, like this specific re-release. But it's stuff that makes no sense if you're just playing Halo 1 for the first time. And I guess it's like, you know, kind of ambiguous what it even is, but it's mainly there for like adding additional setup for, I think, maybe 4 for Halo 4. But yeah. Man, look at how chunky everything is. It's great.
Good to see you, Master Chief. Things aren't going well. Cortana did her best, but we never really had a chance.
Facial animation, his mouth moves up and down.
Ships against a single house unit.
Perfect.
With those odds, I'm content with 3. Make that 4 kills.
Also, the original design for Cortana is really weird to see.
To your driving, yes.
So you did miss me.
That was a really creepy face,
Report.
too.
It must have been one of their boarding parties. I'd guess an antimatter charge.
Ma'am, fire control for the main cannon is offline.
Captain, the cannon was my last offensive option.
All right, then. I'm initiating Cold Protocol Article 2. We're abandoning the Autumn. That means you too, Cortana.
While you do what? Go down with the ship?
In a manner of speaking.
Oh.
The object we found, I'm going
Suddenly
to try
has a
and
pipe.
land the Autumn on it.
Oh,
With all
marathon
due
symbol.
respect, sir, this war has enough dead heroes.
I appreciate your concern, Cortana, but it's not up to
Marathon
me.
symbol on his chest, too.
Protocol is clear. Destruction or capture of a shipboard AI is
The one that I pointed
absolutely
out was on his pipe.
unacceptable. That means you're leaving ship.
I'm not going to point
Lock
out the
in a
marathon
selection
symbol
of
every time I see it,
emergency
because
landing
that's just
zones,
too
upload
much.
them to my neural lace, and then sort yourself for a heart transfer.
Aye, aye, sir.
I think this is one of those other cutscenes that I'd never
Which
actually
is
watched
where
fully.
you come in, Chief.
Ever.
Get Cortana off this ship. Keep her safe from the enemy. If they capture her, they'll learn everything. Force deployment, weapons research, Earth.
I understand.
The Autumn will continue evasive maneuvers until you initiate a landing sequence. Not that you'll listen, but I'd suggest letting my subroutines handle the final approach.
Excellent work, Cortana. Thank you. Are you ready?
Yank me.
Good luck, Master Chief.
Your architecture isn't much different from the Autumn's.
Don't get any funny ideas.
I don't keep it loaded, son. You'll have to find ammo as you go.
And there we go. Once again, just
Get moving, Master Chief. There's nothing you can do here.
there's so much different that they did. But I just still prefer the original look. Also,
We need to get going, Chief. We need to get off the ship before it's completely overrun by Covenant.
give me a second. I'm reading. And then the original. I think that fight for her is a different poster than it originally was. Yeah, this was... You can see that they attempted to have it be like an interface where it's much more obviously like one here, but here it just really looks like a whiteboard. Oh, I keep forgetting to actually mention it, but that Bungie writing with like all the like soldier hoorah stuff happening, and then the message for the prompt for opening Master Chief's like
Those Marines could use some help, Chief. Do what you do best.
like the cryostasis thing that he's in. The prompt for opening it being I have to remember my controls. But the prompt for opening the cryostasis tube just being open the Hush Covenant. Well, open the Hush.
All right.
There's a lot going on. Come on.
Down, there's two of us in here now, remember?
Open the hushed coffin. Just suddenly artsy and poetic, just in the middle of everything. It's that little brief peek of how Bungie writes.
Where'd they go?
Yeah, this is partially why I'm playing on Heroic, because I'm not playing that well right now, and I would have died. I would have not gotten past that room while trying to talk. I'm gonna switch this out for a plasma rifle.
What the hell?
All I need for health damage is a pistol. Might as well give some brief prompts on how Halo works. There's two main forms of health. There is health, and then there is shields. So basically, as you can see up in the top right corner, I tried to mouse to it, but just picked up an overshield, by the way, but which increased the amount of shield that I have. But basically, you can see my shield meter and my health meter. I pick up med kits to heal my health. I pick up, well, I don't pick up anything to heal my shields. I can pick up overshield as an extra pickup if I need any extra, if I can find any to get like a much stronger shield. So the basic and well, as you may be able to tell when one of the elites gets shot, the big guys, that sometimes they're glowing before that glow kind of bursts, and then they just start bleeding purple when shot. That is a sign that they also take shield damage. They have shields, they have health as well. Grunts, the small guys, don't have any shields, they just have health. It basically just doesn't also have a shield. Man, that was a lot of missed shots. Basically though, the reason for this distinction actually does come into play with your weaponry. First of all, shields regenerate, as mentioned. They even regenerate for the enemies. But the reason why this is kind of a thing to like pay attention to some extent is different weapon types depending on the type of the weapon, like it'll actually have different damage values versus health and versus shield. Just on a basic level, energy weapons like the Covenant are using are they do more damage to shields than the human weaponry. Human weaponry does more damage to health. So generally, like for elites, you want to use like generally for elites. Man, I'm surprised that he didn't get stopped from that grenade toss. For elites, you want to use like plasma weaponry to deplete their shields, and then like switch to something that can just quickly stop them with a higher health damage. This game is going to be a big test and a big learning experience for me for my ability to talk and play at the same time. Compared to the fact that I normally only play JRPGs on stream, turn-based ones, old turn-based ones. Yeah. So, might as well just go into some basic stuff. I'm explaining this as if, you know, nobody's ever played it before, as if this isn't one of the most popular FPS franchises of all time that, like, propped up a console. Like, entire reason why people got Xboxes in the first place was to play Halo. The Xbox 360 was popular outside of Halo, but that doesn't change that it was one of the biggest, like, Halo 3 was one of the biggest system sellers of that generation. Might as well just mention, melee hit like that is an instant kill if done to the back of an enemy. Well, it's just an instant kill if done to the back. There's actually a lot of space to explore here, but it's a very linear level. It leads you in a very straightforward like corridor kind of sense. It's kind of Quake-like, older shooter-like in how it's designed to some extent. Yeah. I might as well mention also, the way Halo works is you also have grenades just freely available to toss at any time. You don't need to switch to them. They're just an alternate button. They're just your alt-fire button, effectively. And you have two types of grenades. You have plasma and you have frag. Frag do more damage, have bigger radius. Plasma are sticky, so you can... plasma can stick to a thing and blow up. And if a plasma does stick to something, it is an instant kill. Okay. Thank you for not shooting me.
This one's not breathing. Behind my back, boys. Let's go.
Yeah.
Careful, it could be anywhere.
So the neat thing with Halo's design is because of the whole 2-weapon limit. It's unfortunately the game that kind of started that. Like, popularized it, really. Without really anybody getting why it worked in Halo. In Halo, it's kind of a scavenger thing. Like, every enemy drops its weapon. And also it helps that, like, you generally want to be switching to your enemy's weapons to see what they have, and also because they're also effective against them too, so there's a... Plasma pistol's neat. It's a charge shot.
I'm going in.
Charge shot fully depletes shields when it lands. And in Halo 1, holding a full charge does not further drain the battery. Might as well also mention that plasma weaponry runs on batteries and not bullets. So you cannot refresh your ammo by picking up more. You have to pick up just a completely different gun. Which, once again, that's part of the whole 2-weapon thing, is that you're constantly swapping out and picking up new things and constantly picking up guns as you come across them. If you're aiming to keep a human weapon, you are scavenging for ammo and you're holding on to the single gun for a while, usually. It's very neat. It's honestly very neat and dynamic in how it all works. Might as well also mention, the pistol here is incredible.
Follow the nav point. It will lead you to an opening.
It's a bit...
Warning, blast doors closing.
For right now, it's just basically... The reason why it's incredible is just... not really coming off as well. I forget my... That's my zoom key. My unzoom key.
Combat teams, Alpha through November. Pull out the nearest evac station.
Forget, I don't think I have flashlight enabled yet. Told me to go to here, but... Oh, there we go. Very hard to tell. Wait, did I unbind my flashlight key, actually? Quick check. I'm fairly certain I should have a flashlight. Toggle flat. It's 4. I thought it was F. There we go. Much better. There's so much I want to talk about with this game, because I absolutely love the Bungie... This is where I came from. I absolutely adore the Bungie made Halos. They're some of my favorite shooters of all time. But the unfortunate thing is, they're shooters, and thus, you know, high action. Have to focus on playing the game. So, like, it's harder to find moments to, you know, go into explanations about the history of FPSs around the time this game came out. But I might as well keep that stuff for, like, if I have dead air that I need to fill. Instead, just focus on playing right now. Oh. Man, Heroic is so much easier than Legendary. There's a med kit right around the corner. Right? Not around the corner. Man, I died. I'm surprised. I'm surprised how long that took. Oh, okay. So... might as well just explain a little bit about the pistol that I'm using. So the Halo 1 pistol is pretty well-known thing at this point for how absurdly good it is. Right. Small detail. Enemies can fire their guns while dying. They can have, you know, I forget the proper term, like, they just can hold onto the, like, trigger as they're falling down.
It looks like the Covenant wanted to catch you napping.
There's another room. Presumably this is supposed to imply that there might have been, you know, other Spartans here. By the way, Master Chief is a thing called a Spartan in the story. This is very story relevant for what it means. And there's a lot to it, because Bungie writes a lot. Oh, come on, that explosion behind him didn't hurt. So, just on a basic level, this pistol's a pretty well-known thing of legend. It's less just a basic sidearm, more, you know, the big magnum. To use a Resident Evil term, it's the Magnum in comparison to just a handgun. It's incredibly strong. It has a scope, which basically means this is your mid-range, like, this is your mid-range marksman weapon. It's very good at landing headshots. It's in a game that still doesn't have the battle rifle from later games. It is effectively this game's battle rifle. Should have just thrown the grenade to stick him.
Here comes more.
Yeah, this thing is incredibly good at landing headshots.
Cavalry has arrived.
It actually does. It's functionally... Yeah, it's just flat out, it's a marksman weapon. Oh. Hello. That's just the most basic way of summing it up. It's a it is the game's battle rifle. It is the game's DMR. There's another guy shooting me to my right. By the way, slight side note. Man, Halo's the sound design in Halo in general is fantastic. In all of the Bungie ones. Oh, come on. Stop that.
I had that one.
The damage to
But yeah, the big thing with the pistol is it is much less sidearm because it actually does do good damage just in general. It takes quite a few shots to drop a shield, but that's just kind of natural for a physical weapon. But it doesn't take as many as you would think. And one of the big things with dropping a shield in this game is with the pistol, if the shot that drops the shield is a headshot, then it does count as a headshot against an unshielded opponent. Also, just gonna mention, you can hold 4 grenades of both types. I keep forgetting which key it is. Oh, I could have gone here. I could have taken a route to flank them. Getting here. And here's where I would flank them. Yeah. Pillar of Autumn, very corridor crawl, but it's still pretty dynamic. It's very much, this is here for teaching you the basic stuff and giving...
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, this is where I had to go.
Now would be a very good time to leave.
Yeah, just pretty basic corridor crawl.
Ah, sir.
Introduce the mechanics to the enemies. Feel very... There's probably like a whole element of it's meant to feel very...
Aren't we, sir? I don't want to die out here.
Very Quake. Quake 2. Very Space Marine-y, like, military shooter of the time. Once again, Quake 2.
What is that thing, Lieutenant?
Hell if I know. We're landing on it.
Your Honor, she's been hit!
I knew it. The Autumn's accelerating. Keys is going in manual.
That whole message from Guilty Spark there, just amounting to jack and shit.
We're entering the ring's atmosphere in 5.
Guilty Spark should have probably realized that the Pillar of Autumn was under attack.
Take a seat.
We'll be fine.
If I still had fingers, they'd be crossed.
You know, take a seat, strap in a seatbelt. Maybe that'd be a good idea, Chief. I also gotta say, I really love the section names.
Chief? Chief, can you hear me? At last. Are you all right? Can you move?
And with that, Halo 1 is established in this world. Seatbelts don't save lives, they end lives. We were the only one not in a seat, not belted up.
There's nothing we can do.
We're the only one who survived. Definitely not due to our power armor. The fact that we were like a genetically engineered super soldier either.
I've detected multiple Covenant dropships on approach. I recommend moving into those hills. If we're lucky, the Covenant will believe that everyone aboard this lifeboat died in a crash.
This is a little thing that I've never done like any time I played this game.
The ring's ecosystem is incredibly sophisticated.
Trying to actually sneak around the Covenant. So what I'm doing here isn't really sneaking. Might as well just... Oh, might as well. HD version, really nice looking.
We must be looking for survivors.
Super nice
I recommend
looking.
Immediate evasion.
But yeah, actually evading the Covenant. Because they'll never find me, I'm underwater. Yeah. Actually trying to evade the Covenant here because they do stick around for a bit, but then they leave. So if you I believe if you duck around this area, they will not spot you and they will just leave. I never do this. I just always run across the bridge right at the start and always get attacked by the banshees that are here. Well, if I'm gonna treat it... Yep, there we go. It's on its way out. Yeah. Didn't really see them, but banshees are just the little flying jets, because if I'm gonna explain, you know, basic Halo stuff, might as well explain that too. Yeah, they've got some dudes left by the dropship, and we can basically just now walk around them and not engage. It's something I've actually literally, like, never done when playing this game. There's that one guy there to force you to engage. Huh. Holy... Pistol has a scope. I still find it funny, by the way, that the pistol has a scope. That it is just flat out like, well, it is a pistol, but really, it's a marksman rifle. Oh. And yeah. Pretty simple, small combat. No vehicles attacking you from on high if you try and just wait it out. But yeah, like I said, I usually just cross this bridge at start and just hope that I can somehow sneak around the banshees that fly overhead. Oh, hey. So, as I mentioned, Halo's actually, like, the whole 2-weapon limit is really to enforce you to be a scavenger and experiment with a lot of different weapons. So here's the Needler. Unlike the plasma pistol and plasma... Oh. The banshees always catch you no matter what. Uh-huh. So here's the Needler. It's a very, very unique weapon. It sucks in every game, and they always have to buff it. Basically, it fires homing needles. They're pretty slow. Whatever. It fires homing needles. They're pretty slow, but the more of them land on an enemy, the more of them that stick, they eventually pop. Landing all of them causes a pretty decently sized explosion. I don't actually know if that explosion is, like, an AoE. I barely ever use the Needler anyway, so... Yeah. Yeah, the Needler generally kinda sucks in Halo 1. It's cool, it's really neat, but it just takes way too many needles to stick to actually do reasonable damage, so as a result, it's very slow and delayed. Plasma rifle here, though, is just, yeah, it's just really good all around. Almost like just a flat upgrade on the assault rifle. The assault rifle is another gun that they keep having to buff like every Halo because, unfortunately, with the way shields work, with the way the game is designed, the game is kind of designed to be all about mid-range to long-range. It's all about your ability to place headshots and your ability to just stay away from things. Like that. So, like, an assault rifle isn't really the type of weapon you want. Especially because, like, when you're going up against things with shields, it depletes shields, like, more consistently than the pistol until you get good with placing shots with the pistol. But yeah, that's kind of the thing, is, like, it's for people who aren't landing headshots, and unfortunately, this is a game all about landing headshots. Oh. Damn it. I missed both times. This is a game about landing headshots, and I can't even land a body shot. Hey, new enemy type. Jackals. Shield guys. As in the guys holding actual shields.
Heads up! I got a Covenant dropship heading in. Over here!
Basically, they're more about popping the few exposed limbs that they have and trying to land a headshot on them from that during their recoil. Very fun enemy to actually take out. Very, very satisfying because of that little aspect of, like, causing them to just quickly go into recoil and then just popping them in the head. Just a quick 1-2. That grunt almost stuck me. Also, the dropship is firing at me right now. The game about placing shots. As I proceed to just get hit and not actually land any shots. I reloaded my pistol twice in that single encounter with that elite. Okay. I'm not actually going to be going for any of the terminals. I don't know where any of them are. I never found all of them in the 360 release anyways. Come on. Are you just going to stay there as I'm standing here? Thank you. You know what I'm trying to do. But I'm going to do it anyways. There we go. Just stick him while he's preparing to get off. Probably should be using, like, I should be using, you know, plasma combo or like anything like other than just the pistol. The pistol's so good, it's so fun. Plasma combo, by the way, is just it's fully charged shot, switch to pistol, and or switch to headshot capable weapon. The assault rifle is not a headshot capable weapon because it is just a it is just the hold down mouse one weapon. Once again, that's another actual reason why the assault rifle kind of sucks in Halo, because it is a weapon designed not to get headshots, and this is a game about landing headshots and placing your shots. Positional audio telling me where that is.
Another bandit dropping in behind us. They're trying to flank us.
Come on. Get closer. Oh, I don't have sticky grenades. Wait, no, I do. They're on... right, I can switch with 2 on my keyboard. Haha, you ran into an explosion. Oh, also a thing with plasma weapons. They can overheat. Oh. Waiting for my shields to come back. Got him. His shields didn't. Yeah, fully charged shot, pretty powerful. As mentioned, it guarantees you drop a shield. What was that? What the at? I'm surprised these guys are all alive still. When I played this on Legendary, like, for sound tests, they died instantly. Come on. There we go. I probably should be using my motion tracker in the bottom left. I should be using it more to figure out where everything is.
Want some more of this? Don't worry, there'll be more. Good one.
Hello. Oh.
This is Pelican Echo 419. Anybody read me?
I'm gonna...
Repeat.
Might as well switch for a Needler.
Roger, Echo 419.
Needler is a Covenant weapon that runs off of ammo, so...
5x5. That you, Hammer?
I guess that's a thing to mention for it.
Good to hear from you.
Hey, Sergeant Johnson.
If you're not too busy, Hammer, we could use a lift. We have survivors to transport to the command
So used to
shuttle.
this looks really weird to
I'm
me.
on my way.
Look, more lifeboats. They're coming in fast. If those lifeboats make it down, the Covenant
Oh, hell yeah.
right on top of them.
So,
Hammer, we need
I
you
might
to
as well mention,
disengage your Warthog. The Master Chief and I are going to see if we can save some soldiers.
the Pillar of Autumn was very much the tutorial level that felt very familiar.
Okay, Charlie Team, Warthog deployed. Saddle up and give 'em hell.
This is the first level on the Halo itself, and this is the level that is meant to be the big wow moment. Where, yeah, look at how amazingly wide open all this is.
The Master Chief and I need
And now we're getting a
some
vehicle.
men.
Wait. I need to, before they take off, I actually need to check. No. Is there a sniper rifle here? I could have sworn there was a sniper rifle somewhere on in this area of the map. Like when I played. Nah, doesn't look like it. It might be in the next area. So yeah, vehicles. Vehicles that other characters can get into. This is more relevant in multiplayer, where, you know, or co-op, where the other players can just hop in. But it's really cool still. Like, once again, this was an Xbox launch title, and this was just basically designed to make you go like, holy shit. Look at how much this is just completely different from every other shooter out there. Look at how this Warthog bounces. I survived. I don't think I was supposed to go that way, but like, as in jump off the cliff. The Warthog is very unwieldy, but that's what makes it so good. Might as well just mention
This cave is not a natural formation.
it drives in the direction the mouse is
So it must
facing.
lead somewhere.
It's not tank controls.
I've hacked into the Covenant battle network. We're
So
actually
so I'm basically steering it around with the mouse.
channels. You should show them who they're dealing with.
This thing is so
Master Chief,
squirrely.
I'm going to use your
Rules.
ship's transcom system to monitor their chatter.
Kinda like when this game came out, this shit was just so impressive. And also, like, this does get into the scale of the multiplayer too, the fact that you'd have maps big enough and open enough that you could have vehicles in them, which was previously like Battlefield's territory. And Battlefield was kind of niche. Well, I guess. Niche. It was multiplayer only, but like it was made for like huge assortments of players, and it was dedicated towards that. Meanwhile, Halo was, you know, more normal. Once again, Halo was more bridging the gap between like more modern squad-based shooting stuff and like Quake. It very much still has a lot of its roots in boomer shooters.
Oh, how about some of this? Found him. I see him. Each one of you freaks is next.
Whoop. Worth mentioning, vehicles, I think, at the very least, the human vehicles are indestructible in Halo 1. I think they also turn off vehicle destruction in multiplayer for everything. I think the Banshees and the Ghosts, the little motorcycle things, the hover cycles that the Covenant get, I think those are, like, destructible in single player. I should have just hit him. Why did I shoot first? I'm too used to Legendary where he would have caught me before I could have gotten behind him. Like, yeah, like that.
There must be some mechanism to cross this chasm. Look for a control panel or switch.
The question is... So here's one thing that always confuses me every time I play this game, which is, where the hell is the control panel? It's right up there. Okay. Okay, here's the path to it. I always miss this. Let's switch this. It's so much brighter and more visible here, and detailed. Damn it, I was too slow because I was crouching. Almost stuck myself with that. At the very least, the needles sticking do slight damage, so you can tell they're landing on a shielded opponent. I'll switch to frag grenade so I can bounce it around the corner. That was a terrible bounce. I forget if this game has it where you can pitch a grenade into something's face and it does very slight damage. I don't think it does. I think that was a later, I think that was like at least Halo 2, probably Halo 3, that you could do that. At latest Halo 3. Much more visible. Also, that music. God, the music for Halo is incredible. Yeah, I cannot switch visuals in the middle of a cutscene. Why the fuck is this music ramping up like this? It rules. Trying its hardest to be unnerving. Might as well mention the whole health pack thing is only a thing Halo 1 does. Well, Halo Reach also does it. But Halo 2, 3... Well, Halo 2 and 3, because ODST also does it. Both just let you have, like, recoverable health. If your shields go back up and you haven't gotten hit in a bit, your health recovers too, but it's an invisible health meter. I'm pretty sure there's probably a terminal somewhere around here, but as I mentioned, I'm not going to be searching for them. If I wanted to find all the terminals, like for the achievements, I'd rather do that off-stream.
A lot more crew made it off the Autumn than I had predicted. The captain really gave them hell.
I will also mention that
If we can find Captain Key,
the cinematic nature of this game and the...
coordinate an effective resistance.
I'm talking over the dialogue that happens as I'm trying to talk about, like, how this game also was trying to go hard into, like, furthering storytelling for, like, FPSs being a more cinematic experience overall. Once again, it led to a lot of modern trends that are really poorly done, but, like, Bungie did it well in Halo. Bungie was always trying to do, like, much more story-focused shooters. And as shown with, like, Destiny and Marathon and with Halo, they generally are really good at it, too. The writing gets really interesting. So, like, with Halo, it's basically like, okay, this is, you know, hoorah Space Marine stuff, but then you get, like, deeper into anything, and it just gets wild. There we go. Hello. Here's the sniper rifle. Got two levels of zoom. It's very important in this game. It's very strong in this game because look at how wide open everything is. Also, we'll find out when I need to shoot it at something. Why this is one of my favorite sniper rifles in any shooter ever.
Oh, can't hide from me!
Well, perfect. I missed.
Bastards!
It's basically a railgun.
My little friend.
The smoke trail it leaves behind, the sound it makes when it fires, everything about it is just the best feeling sniper rifle in a shooter. Just look at that. It fires like I said, it fires like a railgun. In any other like shooter at the time, this would have been a railgun. Is it just I'm using this on nothing because it feels so good. Oh, that just hit his shoulder. It also does a shitload of damage. Even if it's not landing a headshot, it just does a shitload of damage.
Hiding in the hills above the structure.
A simple way of putting it is it's a 50 cal. This is an anti-material weapon.
More here.
That's what you get for using the needler. Yeah. Pistol's a pretty good backup to it as well. Just because pistols for like more like close to mid-range stuff. Once again, Halo's a game about mid to long range combat. Your melee attacks are incredibly good if you can get close to something. Especially because once you deplete something's shield, they do a shitload of health damage. But shields, like, I think it's like generally, it might be a multiplayer thing that I'm remembering for values, but it's generally like 3 melee attacks, maybe 4 to kill from full health. Oh. Also, the rate of fire on the sniper rifle in this game is actually really good. Like I said, the biggest thing that I've learned from Halo is Bungie makes some of the best feeling marksman weapons in any shooter. This will be especially more apparent as soon as we get to Halo 2.
Echo 419 to Cortana.
Oh.
Come in.
We read you, Echo 419. We have
My guys.
survivors and need immediate dust off.
Roger, Cortana. On my way. I've spotted additional lifeboats in your
Survivors?
area. One near
I think they all died. I'm sorry, Cortana, but I think
near the cliff edge.
all the guys in my car died.
High altitude, but it looks
Oh.
like there are more survivors.
Oh. Hey, Sergeant Johnson.
We're on our way.
You made it here. Wait. No. You're not Sergeant Johnson. Saw the hat. Yeah. I think Johnson left. Yeah, this is just like a level all about just like look at how big
Everybody out!
this game is. Hey, but yeah. Why did you?
Come on, floor it!
Okay, thank you. Oh, give me a second. More sniper ammo. Okay, now time to find my lair. I forget if there's a shotgun anywhere nearby. Wait, this is just a... Yeah, this is an elite that I killed. I thought it was, like, a corpse that was just laid there already. Which would usually mean that if it's a standalone corpse, like in the spot with the guy that had the sniper ammo, like, hey, here's a spot where you can get a sniper rifle. So I was just like...
Over there! Found him!
Damn.
Back me up!
There we go.
Got no way to save ammo. Nice swerve!
Survivors detected. Marines are concealed in those rocks.
Some combat going on here. He survived getting shot in the ass. I can't believe it. That grunt was the strongest grunt in existence. I will mention, I think different guns actually do have different melee damage. Get back here. I think.
Look, there he is. Let's find him.
I'm fairly certain the pistol wasn't doing as much damage. Wait. Who's spending all of their sniper ammo? How dare you? That's mine. So I think at this point, if I try and kill any NPC, they will all turn on me. Or that might just be a first level thing only. In the first level, there's, if you, like, as soon as you get the pistol, if you try and shoot the NPCs, like, if you do that enough, somebody will say, the chief's gone rampant, which is... That's a general Bungie lore thing at this point, but it was a reference to Marathon, to a key plot element from the Marathon games, rampancy. Whoa! Rampancy being a key plot element of the Marathon games and how AIs work in general Bungie stuff. And it's supposed to be like... I'll just say, like... Bungie liked throwing so many hints... going ham on that thing. Bungie liked throwing a lot of hints and references to Marathon into Halo. To such an extent that it's like... Basically, when control of Halo switched over to Microsoft alone, they tried to actually get rid of a lot of the more overt references. Just because it's to stuff that, like, it's stuff they don't own. It's stuff that Bungie explicitly still owns. So as a result, it's just generally a lot of things that they wanted to, like, try and sever with, because, you know, if Bungie aren't the ones making the games, then those Marathon references go literally nowhere. Bungie could make them go somewhere if Bungie was making them, but, well, they're not making them. The somewhere that they could go is, like, potentially hinting that Marathon and Halo are actually tied together. Which is something that they definitely love to hint at. But yeah, there's absurd amounts of referential things everywhere in Halo, in every Halo. Even the level design is referential to Marathon. Like, full on, sometimes the shape of a section of a level is in the shape of the Marathon symbol, which, in the context of the Halo games that Bungie made, would be called the Reclaimer symbol. Can you give me that? Hey, kill this guy, actually. At the very least, if NPCs have a gun, they don't actually spend ammo with it, so an NPC having a sniper rifle is incredibly good. Because it means that they'll actually do work. But I want that guy to die so I can get his ammo. I want to kill him just in case that turns every other NPC on me. I don't want to make Sergeant Johnson sad. He survived 2 sniper rifle rounds to the fucking body. I actually really love these moments of silence in the Halo games. No music playing, just because you're just walking around the wilderness having a gunfight. Yeah, that little stagger that they have, where they drop their shield and their head pops up. Oh. Come on, let me demonstrate what I'm trying to say. Like that. It's really satisfying to pop, Come on. Shoot them in the hand, then shoot them in the face. There. I did it during its dying animation. God, I need to make sure this guy dies before he leaves.
We're going to look for the last lifeboat, Echo 419. Good luck.
Please, please, please. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Not you. You. Right, fall damage exists in Halo 1. So, in every other Halo, they got rid of fall damage. Well, except for ODST, because ODST is specifically different. But, yeah, right, fall damage exists. Just walking off the cliff. Ugh. Okay, 10 more rounds. I didn't need to kill that guy. Well, anyways, where's my car? I didn't need to kill that guy. I'm happy with my choice anyways, though. Nobody knows. Hello. Who are you? Where are you going? That's my e-brake button. There we go. I'm trying to remember if this game has the ability for me to honk a horn. I think some of the Halo, I think the Warthog in some of the Halos actually does have a horn you can honk.
Warning. I picked up reports that the Covenant has located and secured the Pillar of Autumn's crash site. The good news is the captain is
There we go.
The bad news is that the Covenant has captured the entire surviving humanity.
There's one downside to this level, which is that it's so open and kind of samey in graphics and visual design that it's pretty easy to get lost in. But there are some little hints at where you're supposed to go next. Generally, if you see enemies, that's where you go. That Covenant dropship was meant to be our big sign of head here. Here's where they are. Which is a smart use of that, just to offset the fact that, hey, this level's massive, wide open wilderness. So it's really easy to not know where you are. Actually, what's the name of this level again? Halo, right. This is the one where you land on Halo. Hello.
We should search the interior of those structures before we leave.
Might as well mention a neat little AI thing. Okay, yeah, the sniper rifle definitely does. Oh. So it may not actually do more melee damage. Yeah.
Oh. Roger that. Hurry! Assemble for evac! Pronto!
Let's get it on! Stay back! Hey, leave some for me!
Might as well mention a neat little AI thing with the grunts. When you kill the elite that is designated as the commander for a group of grunts, or like, if you kill all of the elites in a group of grunts, I forget the exacts of how it works, but it will terrify the grunts and they will just start running. Some of them may decide to turn into suicide bombers, ignite their plasma grenades, and just run at you. And shooting them, like, if you are quick and shoot them at a good distance, they'll just drop their lit plasma grenades. So you can turn it into your advantage. Damn it. Oh. Damn it. Not enough time for my shields to regen. Yeah.
Does anyone see him?
Also, might as well mention, with the jackals, there are, of course, more than one way to handle them than just, like, precision targeting their hands. That's just my preferred way, because it's so much fun and so satisfying. These guys are literally set up, like, almost set up as, like, counter-snipe, like, is like... They have big shields, and the only exposed part of them is their hand. So you shoot them in the hand, and then you pop them in the face. It's satisfying, but I smack him and it still runs because he's still too scared. But yeah, okay. Damn it, he ran. But yeah, there's more ways to handle them. Generally, maintained rapid fire, like from an assault rifle. First of all, you will generally hit their hand every now and then, I think. But also, maintained fire on their shields actually does cause the shield to break. Plasma rifles also can pop it faster because it does still run off the shield damage rules, from what I remember. So the shield itself can be broken. But also, even without damaging the shield, like destroying the shield itself, I believe you also can just force them to, like... With maintained fire, they will eventually just, like, collapse from it. Come on. Come on. Oh, so... Very slight thing that can be noticed with the sniper rifle, every now and then, is its shots, if I was good at it, its shots can ricochet off things. You can sometimes see it. I'm gonna toss some frags into the group. Yeah, now that I've popped him, remaining grunt just terrified.
That's the last of them. Roger that. I'm on my way.
There's just a lot of really neat stuff for how encounter design works, how you engage individual enemies.
Held on a Covenant cruiser.
There's just...
The Truth and Reconciliation, a ship I disabled before we abandoned.
This game is so much less advanced than Halo 2 in terms of so much of its design, and its level design as well. But, like, it's still doing so much that is just so neat. Where's the Pelican?
There's our ride.
There we go.
Get aboard and let's get out of here.
Welcome aboard, Master Chief. Ready for dust off.
There it is. That's actually the end of the level. Yeah, Halo here is the first real showcase of what Halo is about. In terms of level design, the actual, like, this is how the level design actually works.
Then we'll need
And now from that, to head to a much more boxy canyon area.
The enemy has captured Captain Keyes and are holding him aboard one of their cruisers, the Truth and Reconciliation. The ship is currently holding position approximately 300 meters above the other end of this plateau.
So how do we get inside the ship if it's in the air? The Corps issued me a rifle, not wings.
There's a gravity lift that ferries troops and supplies between the ship and the surface. That's our ticket in.
Once we get inside the ship, I should be able to lock onto the tracking signal for Captain Keyes' neural implants.
Let's go! Get him, Marines! Go, go, go! The Corps ain't paying us by the hour!
Stick to the higher ground to the right. We should be able to recon the Covenant position without being spotted. I've detected Covenant stationary guns near the next pass. I recommend using your sniper rifle to take out the gunners while I call for Marine support.
Get ready to move in to support us, Sergeant. The Master Chief is going to covertly take out as many of the Covenant as he can. Don't open fire until you hear the enemy return fire on us. That should let us keep the element of surprise.
Well, I'm bad at this. Worth mentioning, you do not keep your weapons between missions. This mission just starts you with a sniper.
Oh, yeah! Oh, I'm hit!
Oh.
Covering fire!
I need me a better weapon than this.
Let's go!
Really don't like the assault rifle in this game. Get over here. Get over here. Del. Yeah, this is to some extent supposed to be, you know, a stealth mission. You actually can, like, sneak around, and if you do snipe them properly, you can take out quite a lot of them without, like, any response.
Nice shot!
But yeah, I kind of failed instantly at that. Also, yeah, with jackals, another way of handling them is melees. Melee attacks take them down quickly.
Here comes more! Everybody out!
I did not.
Go, go,
So
go! The Corps ain't paying us by the hour.
Stick to the higher ground to the right.
there's a thing about how the Halo games handle
I've detected Covenant stationary guns near the next pass.
the thing about
I
how the
recommend
Halo
using your
games
sniper rifle to take out the gunners while I call for Marine support.
Get ready to move in to support us, Sergeant.
yeah, they're just
Chief is
panicking
going to
now.
covertly take out as many of the Covenant as he can. Don't open fire until you hear the enemy return fire on us. That should let us keep the element of surprise.
Yeah, they don't know where I am. They just know that everything's dying. That actually means that fewer of them spawn. Oh. You know, I could have. I wanted to save sniper ammo, but, well, I should have remembered. I was stuck with an assault rifle. It's a bad weapon for that sort of situation. Oh, come on. Also, the game just starts you with a shitload of sniper ammo anyways in this level.
I've been saved a little present for you!
Anybody have a pistol? I could really use a pistol right now.
Hey, we did it!
There's a
Right
rudimentary
behind you,
physics
Chief.
system in this game too. This game was competing against Half-Life for a lot of things. Even in terms of storytelling and shooters, it was up against Half-Life. But it's kind of wild to think about, actually.
We're ready to advance,
So because this wasn't a PC game originally, it does not do the PC game thing of having, like the old PC game thing of having quick saves, as essentially you making your own checkpoints. It's kind of actually the origin, in some way, of like the way like kind of modern checkpoints like work. Oh, hello. But yeah, the way the way the checkpoints work is basically if you are out of combat for a certain amount of time, it will create a checkpoint. This can be in the middle of a combat section that it does this. So basically, it's the enemies lose sight of you, you get back to full shields, I think. I don't know the exact of how it works, but it's something that you definitely develop a feel for as you play the game. That you can definitely develop a feel for, like, okay, in this moment I want to create a checkpoint, so I'm gonna try and get away from this, like from these specific enemies, create more distance, hide behind this rock as they lose sight of me, and then it'll pop a checkpoint there. Also, once again,
Covenant forces detected up ahead. The path up on
looks
the left
really
is
nice.
sneak up around.
Though I don't like how the sniper rifle looks in this. Sounds different too. I prefer the original sound. But yeah, yeah, the music in the Halo games still absolutely incredible because Bungie really understood how much music matters for a shooter. Like, in terms of creating atmosphere, tension, like, in terms of what it does for, like, player emotion and how they feel, like, during a segment. Oh. I'm gonna switch to a plasma pistol. It's. So I will mention, I actually don't know if this. I don't know if this game actually has any proper hit scan weapons. I think the sniper rifle might be one, but I don't think the pistol or the assault rifle are actually hit scan in this game. I don't think. I don't know for sure. But even then, the game generally puts you up against, like, enemies that have plasma weapons, so... And plasma weapons, as you can see, have travel time, have notable travel time. So it was also a pretty smart FPS in the sense that it understood hit scan weapon enemies suck. And it's a game that very much did not put you up against hit scanners. Come on. There we go. Oh, no, I didn't kill him. Well, that was awkward. Yeah. Okay, so...
Nice shot. Careful, could be anywhere.
Might as well. This is its own really nice atmosphere, too. Like I said, I just like this sort of aesthetic. I might as well play like this for a bit. Oh. That's just a green filter on this. Green and brightness filter. And here it looks terrible because it's so much brighter in general. Pay no attention to the jumping green man. Let's jump up my way up there.
Nice shot.
Oh, I keep falling off this. Oh, there we go.
You can't hide from me. Roger that.
Cortana to Fire Team Charlie. Move up on the left. You should be able to flank the enemy.
Roger that.
Oh, come on. Ducked twice. Also, might as well mention that another thing with shield damage. With certain weapons, if they do enough damage in a single shot, when you deplete, like, if an enemy already has low shields,
Alert! Covenant dropships are inbound.
if an enemy has low shields, the damage will, like, more damage will go through to their health afterwards, like with the sniper rifle. That's why, like, sometimes my body shots with the sniper will kill. Because their shields are low enough anyways. Oh, hey! Here's a neat power-up. Invisibility. It is what it says. They just now can't see me.
Whoa!
That was a close one. I need more ammo.
Hope I find more sniper ammo soon. Do I want to waste it on this guy? Oh, also target distance, target elevation. That's cool. Once again, Halo is such a cool game. Like, thinking about the time it released and the stuff that it's doing. Right, fall damage. And because I wasn't sitting still for long enough in that combat situation, it did not create a checkpoint for me.
Whoa!
We'll hang back while you get into position, Chief.
Make sure that I'm more properly mounted on this.
Right on!
Shouting! Jeez, this is a stealth mission. Stop cheering me.
Cortana to Fire Team Charlie. Move up on the left. You should be able to flank the enemy.
Roger that.
I'm gonna... Notable thing about these gunner turrets is that, as you may have been able to tell, they kind of block shots. Once again, this is before, like, every vehicle was destructible, so the turret itself will block a shot sometimes. At the very least, like, explosions can move them.
Alert! Covenant dropships are inbound.
So you can flip it to get somebody out of it, but yeah. I'm gonna stay here, and I keep seeing you. Okay. I forget if you can destroy the turret on the dropship in this. I think you can.
419, requesting reinforcements at our position.
Roger, Cortana. Echo 419 on approach.
One little asshole here. Stop it. He got launched. Man, the travel time, the travel time of the plasma pistol there throwing me off.
You like that? Nice shot. Firing.
Taking a stand still for a second. Should get an alert telling me that a checkpoint was created. Music is playing, so that might be a sign that I'm actually still detected by the enemy. Like there's something around here that still knows that I'm here. Yeah, generally when you're out of combat, it might be that I have the invisibility on. And runs out. Oh, this one's just progression. Oh. Well.
Oh, that's it.
Catch! Cover fire!
Worth mentioning is a fun little enemy thing.
Grab them! Yeah!
It only gets better as the series goes on, but the enemy does have like specific callouts for, you know, has been. I got stuck. Oh wait, no, it sailed exactly over my head. I ran forward because I thought I got stuck and was about to die. Like that. Guy screaming, huh?
Hey, leave some for me!
Nice throw. Does anyone see him?
Okay, I still have quite a bit of sniper ammo, so.
Take that, baby.
Got him.
Nice shot. Who else?
Careful, it could be anywhere.
Careful, they could be anywhere as I'm staring directly at the elite, standing as in the open as he could.
Firing!
Whoop.
Covering! Frag out!
Oh, hello.
Alert! Covenant dropships are
Yeah,
inbound.
with the sniper, you kind of have to aim slightly above where the turret is. That way you can hit the backpack thing of the grunts. I really wish that there was a health pick, there we go, med kit. And some sniper ammo. Good.
Got fire in the hole!
Whoop.
Firing! Go on, eat it!
The allergies have been kicking my ass today.
Cortana to Echo 419. Requesting reinforcements at our position. Roger, Cortana to Echo 419 on approach.
The sneeze, I can feel the sneeze that I just did, like, in my jaw. Oh, hello. No, stop it.
Want some more?
Nice one!
Crap.
Just standing right in the spot where everything's just dropping down on us. Fuck cover. Who needs cover? I have a sniper rifle. Let's just run up into their faces and punch them with it. Optimal.
I got nothing. He's not over here. Careful, it could be anywhere.
I'll just see if I can locate any additional health pickups before progressing to the next section. At the very least, there's a lot of sniper rounds right in this spot.
Nothing over here.
I'll find the bastard. We showed him. Damn straight.
Oh hey, new enemy type, hunters. So yeah, they have effectively plasma grenade launchers, and you hurt them by shooting them. God, I wish I had a pistol for this, because the pistol's actually extremely good at handling hunters. But basically, you hurt them by shooting them in the orange parts. The blue parts are armor.
Make him count.
I believe they still do take slight damage when you shoot them in the blue parts, but yeah, you wanna aim for the orange weak point. The Metroid Prime right now. From what I remember, yeah, okay, plasma damage just kind of hurts them everywhere. But their armor blocks projectiles, like decreases damage from projectiles.
To Echo 419. We've reached the gravity lift and are ready for reinforcements. Copy that, Cortana. Hold tight, gentlemen. Bowhammer out.
If I had a basic pistol, that would actually like be super good at taking them down if I was to hit them in their weak points.
Echo 419 inbound. Clear the drop zone.
It's too bad those med kits in the back of there are just for show. Oh, I was about to fly away with me hanging on. I can't do that in this game. In later Halos, they make it so you can swap weapons with the NPCs. So if an NPC has a weapon you like, you don't actually have to shoot them for it. There we go. I really like the section names still. I just really love Bungie's writing, like combined with their sense of like gunplay and whatnot.
We're in. I've got a good lock on the captain's CNI transponder. No Covenant defenses detected.
What? There's no Covenant.
There we go.
I think maybe nobody's home.
So, enemies can have invisibility too. Fortunately, these ones also have, well, I say fortunately, but like, the energy sword is a one-hit kill if they get close to you.
No Covenant. You had to open your mouth.
It's a one-hit kill if they get close to you and hit you with it. It's not a weapon in this game yet, which sucks, because it's so much fun. Yeah, just... It's the whole thing of they're invisible, but they have the big glowing weapon, just to be nice to the player. Whoop. Yeah, enemies have on death callouts for you specifically. Nobody noticing the guy running around laughing, swinging his glowing sword. Yeah, these NPCs are just gonna die to that to the invisible elites. Stop that. Stop using the needler. Yeah, it's real unfortunate that I can't use the energy sword any of these guys have. Oh, hello. Might as well mention, so a thing that can happen in at least single player, I don't think it's possible in multiplayer. I think they turned it off for multiplayer. But grenade explosions and similar things can ignite grenades. Like, can blow them up when they're on the ground. So if you have a pile of grenades from dead enemies, and a grenade explosion happens close enough to them, it will blow up all of those grenades too, making an even bigger explosion. Happens with both plasma and frag. But I think you need same type, like that. You need same type to blow up grenades that are lying on the ground. I should probably have been using this. But this guy lying here, dead, with active camo lying on the ground, is meant to be a hint that, like, also meant to be a hint that there's about to be some active camo guys. Hello. Ow. Damn it. Damn it. Just barely hitting. There we go. Yeah, a single sniper shot to the back, to the orange goo, takes hunters down. Which I think I remember hearing that the way the pistol is coded to do headshots makes it count as a sniper rifle, which means that my camo ran out. Yeah, that the way it's coded to do headshots makes it. I keep pressing middle mouse for melees. But yeah, it makes it count as essentially a sniper rifle, so that it also actually can one-shot hunters in the back. Okay. Yeah, with the assault rifle, yeah, one of the best strategies I have is maintaining fire on a thing till I can get close enough to punch it. Damn. But I was out of combat enough to have a closer checkpoint. The assault rifle does do good health damage, it's just... The problem is that, like... that grenade explosion launched my other plasma grenade. That's... God, I love Halo physics. Yeah, the big downside, though, to the solid health damage that the assault rifle does is, like, Well, you're up against shields, and what's better than solid health damage is one-shotting things with headshots. Oh. Yeah, I should have waited for my shields. I think shields do regenerate notably, like, take notably more time to regenerate in Halo 1. Get back here. Get back here. I think they do take notably more time to regenerate in Halo 1 than they do in any other Halo, because of the whole them figuring stuff out side of things. The fact this game still has health kits. Yes, got him on the foot. Damn it, missed the second shot. Music going all beepy boopy. Could be an overshield? No, that's just a med kit. I saw the green and red. It's still good, but overshield is so chunky and heroic. I enjoy how much heroic just lets me just not give a shit. I say about the game's hard mode, not the game's hardest. But like, hard, oh yeah, you know, easy, a pretty easy time. I just don't have to give a shit about anything. I do what I want. Ugh. Walk up to something and just repeatedly punch it till it falls. You know, hard mode. I do think that if I remember correctly, part of the reason for the jump in difficulty for like heroic to legendary is because, you know, it is still them figuring out. It's pressing W to try and melee. Oh. Gonna need the strength to dance around their plasma bolts. There we go. And this game also just has such a good sense of atmosphere. Might as well. Whoa! The sudden shift into HD. Whoa! But anyways, it's not what I'm here for. Pressing tab as I'm pressing melee. Could catch him. Nope. There's much further back for him to go. I do like that the glow from the plasma pistol's charge does light things up around you. There's so much love and care in Halo 1 that just, once again, for how early of a game this was for the Xbox, how much it was doing. It's wild. Whoop. Dang. Yeah, I got stuck on the foot and didn't realize it.
Cortana to Echo 419, requesting
There's gonna be
reinforcements at our position.
Oh, I have quite a bit of sniper ammo. I can actually spend quite a bit. I like the grunts shifting between, like, joy and disbelief every time, like, I die.
I'm not sure I can... Lock onto my signal and approach fast and low. There's a shuttle bay on the ship's starboard side. Roger, Cortana. Echo 419 on
What the?
Hello.
Go, go, go!
You have an elite stuck in your ship. The guy from above is still shielded. Still.
I'm too pretty to die.
Okay, so gonna advance a little bit more, so that way I can try and get the elite right up there. Got him. Saw his grenades drop.
Lock onto my signal and approach fast and low. There's a shuttle bay on the ship's starboard side. Roger, Cortana. Echo 419 on approach.
I won't lie, my fingers constantly want to try and reload the plasma pistol. I'm just too used to pressing R after engaging, like, as soon as, like, combat, like, starts to stop for a second. Yeah, there's... It's nice that the plasma pistol has such a high rate of fire. As long as you mash it.
You see him? Let's do it.
Where is something I can pick up?
That's the best you can do.
Oh no, they're despawning. I think it's less they're despawning and more that they're just... Sometimes explosions can launch weapons and corpses.
I'll find the bastard. There it is.
Oh hey, an overshield. Just sitting here. Drop ship.
Whoa!
Ow, 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 ow! Oh, I didn't wake it up. I thought I did.
I'm hit. Eat it.
There's a slight homing aspect to plasma pistol shots.
Wait a moment. I'm going to access the Covenant BattleNet and locate an override code to open a door. Working on it.
No! 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 Getting that shot immediately between his legs threw me off so much. Another might as well mention is I said it earlier, but this game does have crouch jumping in it, akin to Half-Life. Stop it. I said stop it. Basically, it's just during your jump, you press and hold crouch, and it makes you smaller vertically. So stuff like this, can't jump on. You can almost see me make it. If I crouch during it, I can make it. Oh! They are approaching from the front. Whoa! That barely missed. But they actually do take damage if you punch them in the back. They don't instantly die, though. They just take damage from it. Got him. Damn it. He's close enough that the explosion killed me still.
Can't hide from me. Roger that. Going in. I'm with you. Find him.
No. As he was falling. Yeah, the homing is really noticeable on the charge shots. Okay, I know what that music's signaling. Yeah, that's right, stand between them. Haha! You launched me. Yeah, elites do so much. Well, not elites. Hunters do so much damage with their melee swing like that. Stop it. That it does actually, like, have a physics effect on you. Stop it. I keep punching the shield. There we go. Not the shield. I was getting them in the back. Had a nice dance with a hunter.
Got it. The door is open. Everyone should move through now. I can't guarantee that it won't lock again when it closes.
Everyone, Cortana? There's only me. Thankfully, he was locked in a stagger animation, so me going up to melee him wasn't the worst idea. Oh. Yeah, plasma grenades at the very least don't have the biggest explosion radius. Yeah, here's where the invisible guys are actually kind of tricky.
I'm going to call for reinforcements. There's no sense going in with anything less than full strength.
Cortana to Foehammer. We need additional support troops. We're going to open the shuttle bay door again. Move in and drop off reserve troops.
Yeah, they're kind of tricky now because they don't have the big glowing weapon.
We need additional support troops. We're going to open the shuttle bay door again. Move in and drop off reserve troops.
That guy I flat out could not tell was there.
I copy, Cortana. Echo 419 standing by for your safety.
Because that invisibility is meant to be a power-up that is also effective in multiplayer. Oh, hello. That full charge plasma shot just whizzing exactly by my face. Shaving off an eyebrow. Might as well. Just see how everything looks. Very bright. Very pretty. Also, you can tell the Elite designs are pretty heavily different in this version than this version of the graphics. Admittedly, that's actually something that I don't like about that, is that it's a bit harder to tell when a thing has its shields dropped. Just because you can kind of tell, but you can kind of tell that the animation for hitting something with its shield up and doing shield damage, the animation's a lot less pronounced, as opposed to, you know, the entire body glows. Might as well mention, you know, that we were close enough to an Elite during a quiet moment to actually hear it say something. So, the Elites in this game are actually kind of unique compared to every other Halo, for the fact that they don't actually, unlike the Grunts, they don't actually have normal lines. Like, you could tell it was weird and garbled. That's because the Elite's dialogue is, every voice line by an Elite is just Sergeant Johnson, but pitched down and reversed.
Cortana to Foehammer. We need additional support troops. We're going to open the shuttle bay door again. Move in
Invisible
and
guy.
drop off reserve troops on my signal.
I copy, Cortana. Echo 419 standing by for your signal.
Luckily, the invisible guys do have less health. That one needle popping
Cortana to Foehammer.
was enough.
Additional support troops. We're going to open the shuttle bay door again. Move in and drop off reserve troops on my signal.
One of the things about the invisible guys is they do throw off your auto aim. So, well, your aim assist on the console versions, because you don't get the red reticle, which, you know, that's your aim assist. When you're playing with a controller, that's when aim assist turns on. So it, like, you know, hangs on them slightly and increases friction of your camera movement. Lightly tracks. God, I love the reload animations in every Halo.
Cortana to Echo 419. The shuttle bay door is open. You can start your approach.
Roger. Echo 419 inbound.
Yeah, I think did clear out everything, unless that's the door open. Okay, that was just me.
We can use your help, sir. Whoa!
Everybody in such a hurried rush to try and get out there.
Firing! That got him. Something for me, huh? Going in. Good one. Ah. Oh. The best you can do.
Chief has a really nice throwing arm. Hucks it
Whoa!
real far.
All right. Let's do it. Oh. You want some more of this? Yeah, man. You see him? I don't see anything. Don't worry, there'll be more. Right on. What the?
Yeah, Sarge. Wait, you hear Sarge?
Yikes!
You are here, but I have a shotgun. For some reason in my head, Sarge always has a shotgun in this game. I'm fairly certain it's only in the later ones that he does. That he always spawns with one. But,
Back me up!
yeah. In this game, he just keeps having an assault rifle. Which admittedly, once again, unlike the later games, I can't just ask for it. I'd have to kill him. That was extremely dangerous for me to do. I should not have just held down W and just walked into the elite's face without shields up and with 1 health.
Do something for me, huh? Is that the best you can do? Whoa!
I believe there is also a slight thing of I'm gonna test something. I want to test something. Please, no soldiers stand around what I'm gonna do.
She's fire!
Okay. For a second, I was thinking that shooting a grenade with a plasma rifle might make it explode faster, like plasma grenade. I think it's still possible it might, and I just missed.
Whoa!
I think it can do that, like, you can ignite grenades on the ground, like that. More really good music. Oh, sleeping grunts.
Cover fire!
Oh, come on. I could have stealthed.
Oh! That's the best you can do!
Oh, a gold elite. Gold elites are just, you know, they're extra chunky and they have swords. They're sword guys, but they also have health.
Clear out, soldier! Sit up! Who's with me? Know you're there! Don't lose him!
There we go.
What the? Nice shot! Drag out! Ooh.
Whoop. I'm gonna want to move forward away from that. No, I want. Yep.
Careful, could be anywhere.
I think there's another terminal here in the modern visuals, like on the side here. Once again, I really like how smooth that is. And there, it's here. It's the little differences in sound design and little additional details for the animations and whatnot. I see a plasma grenade chucked at me. As I start to move away, I lean physically, as if that'll help me dodge it. Hello. Do you have any med kits here? If something's moving slow enough, it does not get picked up by the motion tracker, from what I recall. Almost. Stop. Physics. Oh. Come on. Take the long way to get... take this path to get to me. Sword boy. Invisible. Oh no. This is actually super dangerous. Got him. What? Why'd you cut yourself off? This is an M-rated game. This was an M-rated game when it released. Okay, I did hit it.
Coming here was reckless. You two know better than this. Thanks. Marines, lock and load your weapons. Let's be ready to move.
This level is super long. Admittedly, that's actually like the biggest thing. This level is basically two combined into one.
Had us locked up in here. I overheard the guards talking about this ring world. They call it Halo.
One moment, sir. Accessing the Covenant BattleNet. According to the data in their networks, the ring has some kind of deep religious significance. If I'm analyzing this correctly, they believe that Halo is some kind of weapon, one with vast, unimaginable power.
Then it's true. The Covenant kept saying that whoever controls Halo controls the fate of the universe.
Now I see. I have intercepted a number of messages about a Covenant search team scouting for a control room. I thought they were looking for the bridge of a cruiser that I damaged during the battle above the ring. But they must be looking for Halo's control room.
That's bad news. If Halo is a weapon, and the Covenant gain control of it, they'll use it against us and wipe out the entire human race. Chief, Cortana, I have a new mission for you. We need to beat the Covenant to Halo's control room. Marines, let's move.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Oh yeah, the Halo theme kicking in.
Chief, you have
Shut
a
up
point.
and get behind me, sir.
We should head back to the shuttle bay and call for evac.
So there's some stuff to grab in some of these, I think. Oh, no time. Invisible dudes. I punched him before he could punch me.
It's me!
Oh, I forget if there's anything worth grabbing in any of these cells, if there's actually anything in any of these cells. Okay, here we go. There we go. Rounds for the sniper. And a med kit.
All quiet. Nice shot.
I see him.
Yikes!
Nope. Threw it too low.
You got me? See him? What was that? All right.
I didn't turn my lights on before I started the stream, so my room is currently, like, almost completely pitch dark, except for the monitor light right now. So I can't tell if my cat is right next to... Oop. That was the wrong button entirely. I think my cat is, yeah, he's at my feet. He's somewhere. I think I can feel him scratching the couch that I'm sitting on. Oh, come on. No, just kill me. I wasted too much ammo. Let's try this again.
Nice shot.
Cortana to Echo 419.
Sorry about that, sir.
We have the captain
Just shot
and
you in the back of the head a couple
double.
times.
Negative, Cortana. I've been engaged by Covenant air patrols, and I'm having a tough time shaking them. You'll be better off finding your own ride. Sorry.
Almost for a second looked like that guy was...
Cortana out.
Air support is cut off, Captain. We need to hold here until she can move in.
Okay,
Oh man, we're trapped in here. We're screwed. We're screwed, man. Stow the belly aching, soldier. Remember, you're a leatherneck. Cortana, if you and the chief can get us into one of those Covenant dropships, I can fly us out of here.
Yes, Captain. There's a Covenant dropship still docked.
Oh. Yeah, so far this game's been pretty, like, yells in pain than a death rattle.
No.
Okay, so I do actually have to keep him alive. Oh, that's a lot of lost progress. I should have waited for a moment. Not kept moving. Oh. Okay, so that's what it is. He's facing away.
We made it.
Nice shot.
Cortana to Echo 419. We have the captain and need extraction on the double.
Okay.
Negative, Cortana. I've been
I
engaged
might as...
by Covenant
Oh, that's
air
barely
patrols,
anything.
and I'm having a
Grandma.
tough time shaking them. You'll be better off finding your own ride. Sorry.
Acknowledged, Foehammer. Cortana out.
Air support is cut off, Captain. We need to hold here until she can move in.
Oh man, we're trapped in here. We're screwed. We're screwed, man.
Stow the belly aching, soldier. Remember, you're a leatherneck. Cortana, if you and the chief can get us into one of
I'm
those
the cat.
Covenant dropships, I can fly us out of here.
Give cat pet.
Yes, Captain. There's a Covenant dropship still docked.
Okay, so...
Oh yeah. Anyone see him? Oh, there's not a bloody thing.
So I might as well mention, so far the game's story is pretty, you know, raw Space Marine stuff. And, well, given the fact that we're just starting and we're already being introduced to, like, a lot of more distinct sci-fi elements, obviously this game's story is gonna end up progressing quite a bit in a different, like, outside of just being raw Space Marine. Because Bungie likes to write interesting sci-fi stories with mysteries throughout. Halo does a neat job of balancing that.
That's it. The dropship is loose.
Everybody, mount up. Let's get on board.
Is that the end of the level? I think that is. At the very least, a pretty short amount of time.
Interface with the ship's controls.
No need. I'll take this bird out myself.
Captain, Hunter.
Oh.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Nice one, sir.
Time for a little payback.
Okay, yeah, that's the end of the level. But yeah. Oh, hey, Silent Cartographer. So, worth mentioning a Silent Cartographer. First of all, I think I'm gonna be calling it here, because this one's a pretty long level as well. Good reason, but this is the level that was used in the demo. This is the level that they basically used to show off the game.
I believe that what they call the Silent Cartographer is somewhere under this island. The Cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's control center. The island has multiple structures and installations. One of them contains the map room.
We're approaching the LZ. It's gonna be hot. Get set to cut out quick.
This is throwing me right into this. It's not giving me any time to, like, do a sign-off. So, I'm just gonna play for a second. Because I love it. Fucking love this level. This is, like, one of my favorites. Starts off with the Halo theme blaring. Just a beach assault to start with. Get right there. Headshot was the thing that depleted the shield.
Come on, eat it. Let's go. Who's with me? Don't let him get away.
Everybody's struggling to hit this one into elite.
Good one.
Yeah, I would say I'll go until I die, but knowing my luck, I'll actually just start to channel being able to play good.
I'm hit. Fire.
Area secure. All hostiles have been eliminated. Affirmative. Echo 419 inbound. Somebody order a warthog. Music
Yeah.
to my ears, Flowhammer.
Start off with a beach assault. A beach assault with the Halo theme blaring, and then immediately to a vehicle section to show off the Warthog. This is the perfect way to demonstrate the game. Like, what is this game about? And just immediately hitting all, like, just hitting all of the, like, key points right after the other. It's a great demo level and great showcase level. But anyways, yeah, it's been like 2.5 hours. This level, part time's 15 minutes, but I'm trying to remember, because, yeah, I do remember this going pretty long anyways. So I'm going to call it quits there. I'm not going to do a 3-hour stream tonight. I think 2.5 hours is enough. Especially seeing as I did start later than I intended. But yeah, that's the start of Halo 1. And yeah, it's still a really fun time for me. I still really love the game. I love all of the Bungie Halos, and I'm going to be I'm going to be progressively going through all of them eventually, hopefully over the course of these streams. And yeah, just can't wait to just play every Halo. Maybe even getting into the 343 ones. I say, but I can't do 5, because that doesn't have its single player on PC. 5 single player apparently is the worst, but still. And Infinite, my computer can't run. My video card is in that spot of like, it's not got a specific chipset that actually the game requires. But anyways. So yeah, that was really fun. Hopefully I was able to pick up on talking and playing a game at the same time better over the course of it. And yeah. Anyways, as usual, to anybody who joined in over the course of all that, thank you. And see you next time. Next time probably being tomorrow, Friday, around 7 p.m., 7:30 maybe. Probably 8, knowing it. The only reason if I won't would just be like if it is too hot outside. Well, too hot inside, because it's heating up a lot tomorrow. It was nice and cool today, but it's heating up a lot tomorrow. Yeah. Anyways. Well, once again, thanks to anybody who joined in, and catch you all next time.